Hey guys, Ali here. We're going to talk this week on two things that we're going to put together and hopefully mesh into an understanding for the greater divide. Now, this week, I should say all of last week, we were talking about answers and solutions and getting to a finality of it. But this week, we're going to put those parameters into a discussion form. So the question is it better to find a solution or come to a resolve? Simple. Is it? Are you coming to a solution for the reasons of just ending the conversation? Or are you resolving to make a definitive answer to this? Like, in other words, are you just wanting, you know how you, and I always use this analogy when I'm teaching, you know how you listen to respond rather than listen to hear? Some people just stand there and just literally just keep quiet, waiting for you to keep quiet, so that they can say something. So they're not really listening to understand what you're saying. They're listening to answer or to respond. Sometimes solutions and resolves can be intertwined into that. Sometimes we can say we want to come to a solution, but we're so hastily coming at it that really it's just an answer. It's not really a solution. It's not really something that will be an extended participatory piece that we can add to our cultural diversity and inclusion and the things that we're doing for humanity. But coming to a resolve, I think I like that word because it actually means to decide firmly on a course of action. Therein lies the intent. Coming to a resolve is almost like putting your fist down and saying, look, before we leave this table, we're going to have an answer to global warming. Okay, far-fetched as that is, we are saying that we are going to have an answer, and our determination and intention will come up with that solution. So sometimes it's not really answering the question that someone has or coming to a probable solution. Sometimes it's really getting down to the resolve and intending to find that answer. And when we come to that resolve, we will always get a greater outcome to the solution because our intention and our energy is directed and focused at that point. I have a great young lady that I always talk to every now and again, and she's an elder, and she always speaks to analogies. And she always speaks to things that are similar, yet are definitely different in their approach and reproach. And she gave me this solution or resolve. And she asked me this question. And I really had to dig deep for this one. It took me a minute, and I actually had to come back to her. But when I came back, I understood what she was saying. So I had to learn how to teach that in cultural diversity and inclusion. And I had to learn how to pinpoint the two and distinctly separate the two so that I can better understand how to teach it. My students are now coming away with the understanding that the resolve sometimes has to come into the room before the person. And it has to be almost like the game face, the poker face that comes through and says, look, we're going to do this. And we're going to do this before we close this door tonight and go home. And then the solutions seem to just effortlessly come because it's almost like a given. We're coming to the table. We're going to do this. We're going to have an answer, and we're going to have a solution by the time we leave. Sometimes that's the greater effort in getting anything done. And sometimes that's the momentum that is necessary when we are coming to a solution to right the wrong and better humanity. I'm Dr. Amina Ali. Until next time, understand that you are the very source and the example that we need to see in this world. We'll talk soon. Be well.